What is up, YouTube? Shiver the Kid here, or also just Shiver, whichever one you prefer. Now let's go ahead and get on with this battle against HHGamer, one of my new subscribers, which thank you for subscribing again. Now, he leaves off with his Bisharp, shiny Bisharp. Looks great color on him, actually. Mr. Power Ranger there. Now, I do go for a Will-O-Wisp, and he does switch out going into his Deoxys. Now, I believe, yes, I did go for the Will-O-Wisp, and I missed the Will-O-Wisp. Now, it doesn't really matter, because Deoxys either way, I was trying to aim for the Bisharp to get its attack down. So I go for a Will-O-Wisp again. I don't know why, but yeah, I go for a Will-O-Wisp, misses the attack, and so this time I decided to go for a taunt. Well, I did go for a taunt just a while ago. Now, I'm assuming this little freaking yellow-looking lollipop Deoxys was jammed, honestly, because I have no idea why it has struggled, I guess, on its way over here to the Kalos region. Its DNA got altered and it got screwed up in the process. So honestly, this was more like a 5v6 because useless Deoxys here couldn't do anything but struggling to survive actually. So I go for a Shadow Ball with my Gengar, get red ejected out because I did do a physical attack. So I get red ejected out, and I switches me out into my Gengar. Now he switches out into his Bisharp. Now I knew he was gonna go for a knockoff, so I decided to switch out because I do need my Gengar later on in the battle, and I switch into my Sableye. Now, honestly, I don't know if y'all ever sat there and rewatched y'all's battle, man, and been like, man, I should have switched into my other Pokemon. Things would have turned out. That's what I did here. I should have switched into my Tangela. I switched into my Sableye, knowing honestly, it was just a bad move. Let's just say this battle was bad predictions and just bad turns. Which, honestly, though, it was a good battle. I enjoyed it. So I switch on to my Toxicroak, knowing I could scare him out because Bisharp is weak against fighting type moves. Now I go for a Drain Punch, and he goes into his Thundurus. Now, it didn't really do that much damage to him. He goes for a Thunder Wave, and this really screwed me over because my Toxicroak does rely on his speed, and having that speed drop and paralyzed just puts Toxicroak immobilized. You know, it's not a good thing. So I go for Ice Punch, and Thundurus lives with 1 HP, the most annoying thing ever, just to live on 1 HP away. You know, that useless turn you had to use now just to take out another Pokemon is just, you know, it's annoying. I do get by the Thunder Wave paralysis, and I go for a Sucker Punch though, just in case, you know, just so I can outspeed him, and just in case I get past that paralysis. So now I switch out, and his Garchomp literally, I don't know what happened here, man. I choked. Literally, I was not ready for this Garchomp. It got me on check, like, big time. He goes for an Outrage, and it's Scarfed. It's Choice Scarf, so it outspeeds mostly all my Pokemon already in my team. And my Tangela does take takes two Outrages. I go for a Giga Drain. Doesn't really do that much to Mr. Chomp Feast here. And so, goes for another Outrage. Honestly, this is all this Garchomp is going to do for about 2 minutes, you know. Just freaking get past confusion as well, you know. Literally, I mean, no way in hell, you know. I've never seen this before. I mean, talk about luck. It gets past all its confusions, you know. And it destroys my Tangela. Now, it does get confused and attacks itself, but just once. Literally, that's just once, you know. You know how annoying that is just to see them break through confusion? You know, it's like, oh man, you know, you're supposed to be dumb right now. You're supposed to hit yourself. But it doesn't turn out that way. So he wakes up already as well, gets past his confusion again, and uses Outrage since it is scarfed into that. Why would Garchomp want to switch out right now? It's on a roll right now, you know. It's just chomping me down. So I switch into my freaking Jolteon, and he snaps out of confusion right after that. Goes for an Outrage, and yeah, just annihilates my Jolteon. You know, Jolteon's just like, you know, just bows down and dies. You know, faints more like it. So I switch into my Toxicroak. Now, I believe this time I go for an Ice Punch. No, or Sucker Punch, I believe. Yeah, I went for Sucker Punch because I knew I couldn't outspeed his Garchomp, so I knew I could get that, you know, Sucker Punch move off, and if I got past paralysis, which I did. So I got some minimal damage on him, you know. I wasn't going to live against an Outrage if I went for Ice Punch, so I was like, might as well just get some damage off of him, you know. So he is confused this time. Now I'm hoping, you know, if it wasn't for him hurting himself this time, my Gengar would have gone down again, you know. My Gengar would have gone down, you know, by an outrage, which it does next turn. But no, it hits itself, and I'm able to get off the Shadow Ball, and his Garchomp is out. Finally, you know, finally. That Garchomp was just, like its name says, Chomp Feast. It was chomping down on my team. Now, the Bisharp comes out. I don't want to lose my Gengar now. I'm still having faith that I can win this battle. And I switch into my Vaporeon, and he goes for a knockoff. It didn't really matter to me, but I lost my leftovers on my Vaporeon because I got Wish Protect. And I'm still thinking here that I can turn this battle around. So I go for a Scald. He goes for a Swords Dance. So this does give me the chance to get a free attack. Now, the Scald does take out half his health, and I get a burn on top of that. So his attack was minimized, and he's hurt from neutral damage on the burn. Now, here I go for Protect, and he withdraws, which is a good play, you know, because he probably didn't want that. He just didn't want to take more damage already than it already has. And I went for Protect, thinking he'd stay in, and I wanted to rack up the Fire Burn. Well, once I see this golden dumb egg here, Mr. Azumarill, he goes for a Belly Drum, and I already knew what kind of set it had already just by seeing that Belly Drum. It's got the Berry, and on top of that, it has Aqua Jet and Play Rough. So I go for a Wish, thinking that I'd probably survive a Play Rough, you know, just in case, you know, maybe I will. But it doesn't really matter because my Vaporeon got Ice Beam and Scald. Now, this Azumarill probably has, you know, thick fat, so it doesn't really matter, you know, it's not going to do nothing. I got checked there as well, got countered again. So my Vaporeon goes down to this EggHole, and let me just say golden EggHole, actually. And I switch into my freaking Gengar. Now, if I had Focus Sash, I'm sure I could have gone for a Thunderbolt and KO'd its Azumarill with one hit. But no, I have Black Sludge, and he has Aqua Jet, so it takes me out priority. So other than that, this was a good battle against HHGamer. I did enjoy it. I mean, what can you say? Everybody gets checked or countered in the battle every once in a while, you know? I mean, it happens. Other than that, I did enjoy it, and I'm looking forward to another battle towards you, HHGamer. Good play on your side. For me, you know, I could have done better, but other than that, it happens. You know, it happens. Now, I do want to say, you know, you can follow me on Twitter at Shiver the Kid. You can see my @ right there. I do accept Wi-Fi battles here on Twitter or on YouTube, but I prefer Twitter if you follow as well, because it is easier for me to communicate with you. And on YouTube, you know, it's a bit hard, and when I'm out on the street, it's hard to load up YouTube if I don't have good bandwidth. And on Twitter, you know, it doesn't take that much bandwidth or data to upload. So other than that, I hope y'all enjoyed, and I hope y'all can subscribe, comment, or like, and just let me know what you thought about the battle. Other than that, it was all in favor for HHGamer once that Chompy came out. I should really invest in the Garchomp, you know, it would really help out. Other than that, this was Shiver the Kid, and Shiver is out. Y'all have a great day.